Welcome to the MLB Prop Pick Show, powered by the BATX. I'm Jon Metler. He's Derek Carty. Yes, we could also probably argue powered by coffee and energy drinks today after the 18 innings yesterday. Oh my God, it just kept going. Dodgers win 6-5, take up a 2-1 series lead. Derek, how much of that game did you survive? I was 13th inning. I was asleep on the couch. I was like, I'm done. All the West Coast NBA games that ended. I'm like, this is going to go on forever. I fell asleep. Then I woke up and saw the score. But how far did you make into this one?
Yeah, not very far. I saw the first few innings, and then it was time for me to sleep. So
yeah,
glad I didn't try to stay up because it would have been a long night.
yeah. Chris, they're saying Freeman wake up and cash out of bet on Freddie Freeman to hit home run. So I woke up and saw they won 6-5, and then it was the walk off from Freddie Freeman. So that was very exciting. I have a baby, and my window of watching him is usually like 4 to 6 a.m. So as it was like 1 a.m. my time, I was like, I'm getting dangerously close to just pulling an all-nighter here. So I got to go to bed at some point. So I had to quit last night by the 12th. Yeah, I feel like the 12th inning was kind of that point where you're like, this looks like a game that's just going to keep going here. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button. Good morning to everyone in the chat. You have one play, one lean. Let's get into it. We'll do the play first. So we're going to Bally Bet here for the lean, or not the lean, for the play. We're going to Bally Bet for the play here. And we're looking at the home run market. And the number is there, so we are good. So we're going Dalton Varsho plus 600 to hit home run. Once again, that's Dalton Varsho over half home run plus 600. Derek, you want to break this one down?
It's just a good number that we're being offered. Varsho's a guy that has shown value throughout the year in the bat to hit a home run. He's a good hitter. He has good power park. Obviously, facing Otani is a less than ideal matchup, but when we have one game to deal with, we got to find something. And this one, at this number, is showing good value. Other books, it's kind of all over the place depending on what book you're looking at. So I would say this one's a play down to like, let me pull up the numbers real quick. I'd say you can definitely play it down to like 500. Beyond that, I think I'm out. So it kind of depends on where you're seeing this at.
I feel like the home run prices have been all over the place with the World Series here. You've seen like drastically different prices, like more than $1 difference, depending on different sports books and stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of tension on these games. So I was on the Covers weather page for MLB this morning, and it said Dodger Stadium 89 and sunny. And I was like, is our page broken? I'm like, 89. I'm like, it's October. I'm like, what's going on here? Because yesterday it was 73, I think it was around first pitch. And I was like, is this correct? And I went and double checked it. It is going to be 89 degrees and sunny at first pitch day. So that is for an October World Series game. That obviously really helps when you're looking at the home run market as well. Plus 525 MGM. So you would still play that because you said no lower than 500 would kind of be the cutoff there.
Yeah, I'm probably calling it a lean at that number, but I think you're still getting good enough value to take it.
Okay, so the first bet is Dalton Varsho to hit a home run plus 600. You do have one lean. We're going to go to DraftKings here.
Yeah, it's a scary one.
And then, so it's moved 10 cents too, but it's just a lean. So we'll just break this one down. Yeah. So you're looking at Shohei Otani walk market as the batter. He is pitching tonight, so this is his as a batter. Minus 230, under 1.5. He was intentionally walked 4 times yesterday, and then he had another walk on top of that. Break this one down, why you think it's lean, or why you're looking at this one.
It's just any guy to go under 1.5 walks is going to be a heavy favorite. The 4 intentional walks yesterday are scary as anything, but they didn't intentionally walk him at all in the first couple games. He's facing a guy today with good control. Tonight's game presumably is not going to go as long as last night's did. There's a chance that Bieber, because of how late the game went yesterday, because of all the arms they had to use out of the bullpen, that Bieber has an exceptionally long leash today just because they have to get some innings out of him. And so if Otani is seeing him a 3rd time or a 4th time through the order, fingers crossed, he's going to be not intentionally walked, and he's going to be seeing the ball really well, getting that 3rd or 4th time through the order penalty, and won't get into counts where walks are, organic walks are even on the table. So we'll see. It feels really scary after seeing 4 intentional walks last night, but we almost never see 1.5 walk markets for hitters. Even Aaron Judge walk markets throughout the year were 0.5 markets. Now we have to pay for it. And that's the scary part here, but I still think we're on the right side of it edgewise, expected value wise.
Derek saying -160 at Fanatics. So would that be a play or would that still be a lean?
I actually like that one better. So I'd probably take that as a play.
Chad also pointing out, I did see that last night. Someone was pointing that out.
Yeah, someone was tweeting about it. I think it was draft.
I think it was DraftKings. Yeah, the bet was a void. So it was intentional walks. Thanks for pointing that out, Chad. So intentional walks don't count on most sportsbooks. You have to check the house rules. So if the intentional walks don't count,
then it's even
then they would actually have to physically walk him. But you definitely want to check the house rules because maybe the -160 Fanatics, maybe Fanatics intentionally walks do count. So then
and I don't think I've noticed that anywhere before. I don't know if that's just like an in-game rule or if it applies to pregame stuff too. Like definitely check the rules of the book you're betting at.
Actually, we saw it because someone tagged us. They tagged me, you, and Josh. That's why.
Is that why I saw it? Okay.
Yeah, he tagged us with a DraftKings bet slip. So thanks for tagging us yesterday because that's helping us over now. So he tagged us and it was he had live bet I think Otani to go over or next plate appearance to be a walk because obviously you could see how the game was playing out and it looked like they were going to intentionally walk him and then the bet was void and he was pointing out that DraftKings doesn't play for intentional walks. So you definitely want to look at the house rules there because if the -160 Fanatics might be kind of tied to that, the intentional walks do count, and then maybe other spots they don't count. So it's a different price. So definitely something to look into before you place a bet there. Terry Card, do you like both pitcher under K say by chance? I imagine like the postseason thing is usually short leash, but this is a completely different scenario after what you saw yesterday. I imagine that's kind of playing into this here.
Yeah. I don't think I would take the under walks on either of these guys today. There's a little bit of value showing on Otani. I think in large part just because the Jays don't strike out. But the bet's projecting him for, I think, like 95 pitches. It's expecting him to have a pretty good leash today, given what happened last night and given the way the Dodgers have handled the whole postseason, which is letting their starters go pretty deep.
Yeah. Especially after, I mean, it's funny because the Blue Jays hadn't seen basically anyone from the pen, really, from the Dodgers. They saw everyone yesterday. Yeah. Everyone got to see everyone yesterday. So talking about the familiarity factor. So you have the one bet, the one lean. Dalton Varsho to hit home run +600 is the bet. Shohei Otani under 1.5 hitter walks -230 is the lean. We will leave it at that. We do have jingles coming up here with some picks, but we will see you tomorrow for Game 5 of the World Series. Thanks for coming on the show, Derek.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right. Let's bring in Jingles here, who probably more than anyone needs coffee. I know he stayed up for all 18 innings. I was I got to go to bed, man. I can't. This is it. I kept. It was funny because like the 10th inning, I was like looking at the clock. I'm like, one more inning. And then it just kept being like one more inning. I'm like, at some point, I really got to go to bed because we've got to wake up and handicap this game and do all those things. Bobby Newport saying, woke up at 1 a.m. and the game was still on. I'm old. He said, Otani's is Springer okay? I don't think Springer, I think that's an oblique. He grabbed his side, right? And oblique injuries that takes a long time to heal. So he knew right away that was injured. So I don't expect him to be playing today at all. Intentional only doesn't count for live plate appearance walks. Okay, so maybe there's a difference.
That's greasy. That's just them protecting themselves. That's it.
So maybe I don't bet on that market, so I don't know, but maybe there's a difference between live and you definitely have to go check the house rules on that bet if you're looking at the Otani thing, because obviously there's conflicting it could be how it's going to be graded here versus an intentional walk versus a normal walk. So
it was crushing. Producer Mix making fun of my chocolate bar intake right now. Dairy milk Oreos were the Halloween treat of last night. Amazing. Dairy milk Oreos powered me through some Coronas, some garage Coronas. Watched it at my buddy's game. Went to Kelsey's as we
say You need a third order of chicken fingers with how long that game went going on.
I am so angry at the service at the Kelsey's right now. Like I don't want I woke up angry about the baseball game, but I woke up angrier about what happened at Kelsey's. Like I ordered chicken fingers, like because I'm a big boy. That's what I said. I'm a big boy. I want chicken fingers. She's like, you want wings? I'm like, no, chicken fingers because I'm an adult. And I ordered them. And then they brought me 2 orders of chicken wings. But the girl who dropped them off wasn't the person who took my order. And the waitress took so long to get back to my table that I couldn't tell her I didn't want them because they'd been sitting there for so long. So then I got trapped into two orders of I ate like 3,000 calories of chicken fingers.
Who knew you would have needed it? You would needed all that food though. You probably to go 18 innings there.
She just didn't want to bartend that night. It's really annoying to have bartenders who don't want to like be involved in the game or like no, like this is a big Monday. Like enjoy it, get some tips. No. 10 o'clock. Can I get a margarita? I've been drinking beer for like 6 hours. Can I get a margarita? She's like, I just put the stuff away. I'm like, what? That's your job. All right.
Do you not want to make money? Like,
I know that's
I have a hard stance on every bar should have one person, every sports bar should have one person who knows how to work the televisions. One person should specialize in working the televisions and know which game should have sound and when maybe we should just play music and when there should be sound on and what TV should have what. That's my hard stance on all that stuff.
There was almost a fight in the bar for no reason, just because old guys are drunks and he came back into the bar. No one said anything. It was yeah. I think I saw him get in his vehicle. Like people are dumb.
Perez saying, fantastic game if your team wins. Waste of time if your team loses.
100%. 100%. It was tough. And we need to talk about the fact that like Schneider wasn't managing, like he was trying to win the game in the 8th inning. He did not foresee this game going. And sure, well, maybe the manager didn't see 18 innings. Yeah, but you blew your bench immediately. Like obviously the injuries to Springer suck. And my first pick that you can throw up there, we can talk about is Bo Bichette under 1.5 total bases at -145. I think that's the price I got it at. He can't run. I don't even know if he starts today, but his bat's slow. He can't pull the ball. We're going to see the defense shift to the right side of the field because they were playing in pull, but his swing is so slow right now that he can't. He nutted one up the middle. He went to the outside. Yes, he got 2 singles, but if you see him, he can't get to second base. So this bet is more like, okay, his bat's okay, but he's not getting to second base if he hits something in the gap. That's the issue here. So that's how I'm fading the Blue Jays today on that side. And then you have IKF, who is not, again, he has to hit in the 4-hole. And it's so annoying. You're like, that's your 4-hole hitter. You pinch ran for Kirk, which was not a great decision. I get it's Kirk, but like the guys you pinch run for also suck. Heineman almost, I don't know if you saw it, almost out of third base for not sliding.
Yeah.
And the guy's laughing at the base. I'm like, you effing donkey. Get down and slide on that play. You are a pinch runner. Davis Schneider pinch runs, gets thrown out at home. He's slow as hell. And I don't understand the idea of taking Addison Barger's bat out of the lineup and pinch running for him. There were some bad moves there. I thought he actually did a very good job managing that bullpen. I thought Bassett could have went longer. We might see Bassett. He's going to need someone for multiple innings today out of that bullpen because, I mean, Hoffman threw more than he probably should have again. And that's the only game 2. You might not have him for game 3 if he touches the mound today. And in terms of guys to eat innings, you're in trouble today. You're in big trouble because you lost your swing guy.
That's both ways though. So I mean, it's not necessarily I know like you're a Blue Jays fan, so you're more like really focused on like the Blue Jays side of it. But both sides, I was honestly.
Did you see Yamamoto was up in the bullpen, man? Dave Roberts don't give a shit. He'll throw his big arms.
So we broke this down. I wanted to talk to you about the Schneider moves too, but I want to move it this way because we've talked about this all year, me and you a couple of times. You're really the only person I've ever really talked about this with. No one else really brings it up. I feel like when I talk about sports with them, you talked about the spot in the schedule, flying, across country, stuff like that. This is a game where. Like there's projections, there's numbers, but like this feels like a way different scenario. Like you can't, like projections are built over a long period of time, right? This is an 18-inning game. Yesterday, everyone threw. Like this is, to me, this is way different. And I was honestly curious, and it's kind of part of my SGP later, is that Otani did, like, when he stole second there, and or no, that he was running just from first to second, and they came out and checked on him because of his leg, and they were like, "Oh, is he injured? Is he not injured?" And I was like, "He's pitching tomorrow. Like, is he okay?" Like, we're talking about George Springer with the oblique, but like, you can't have like a leg injury or some, like, maybe you can hobble around the bases and be okay, and like, you're a great batter, you can hit 50 home runs, you can get away with it, but like, you're pitching, you're the starting pitcher. I'm like, is Otani ready to go? And like, they don't have, this isn't a game where like you have the bullpen ready either, right? Like,
No.
you need Otani to go. So there's not even anyone else to throw. So I thought that was like
90%
really
Otani's better than 100% probably
anyone else. Yeah. I was very curious about that. I was like, this seems like it's all setting up really differently here. I'll get into one of my bets here. If Otani goes out,
But people are talking like to get to the chat, like, is Freeman MVP live?
I don't think so. I think
Otani got walked 4 times and finished the game with 10 total bases.
It feels like, it's, to me, like after watching last night, I was like, it's very clearly right now Otani if the Dodgers win, and Kirk. I think you're in a great spot if the Jays win. It's Kirk.
Yeah, I think that's. I think you're right there. I can't believe he didn't finish the game. What else we got there in the chat? Shake my head every time a player starts walking to first base before the ball 4 call. Darren folks, I think that it was bad, and I blame Varsho first because he did leave early, and no one can hear the donkey umpire who makes a physical call 33 seconds after his vocal call, which I absolutely hate, especially on a borderline call that was higher than the pitch before it. So you got Varsho trotting down to first already. Then you got the first base coach. He should be fired in that job. And then you do the dumbest thing in Bichette, which is turn your back to the play in baseball and gets picked off. It was just dumb everywhere for a guy who can't run. That was super annoying. What else we got there? Runner on first literally turned towards the right field foul ball. Didn't see the ump signal. Strike. Yeah, you never turn your back to the. That's something I teach the 8-year-olds. Never turn your back to the play, and he did that, and that was awful.
Chris saying, I don't understand platooning Barger. I get it, but his arm and bat is too good right now. I mean, as Chris said, was against the lefty the other night. Well, I didn't get, like, why was he pinch ran? He's not slow, is he? Like, he doesn't look slow to me. Like,
no, it's dumb. He's just getting people in. He overmanaged. He got outmanaged on the lineup. I saw that one and I was like, again, like, Blue Jays fans would be more in tune with who's fast, who's slow, who maybe he's slightly faster. But I was like, that doesn't seem like I'm Miles Straw for Barger. That doesn't seem like you're increasing the speed by a lot to take Barger's bat out of the game and just take Barger. Like, he threw a dot to home plate on the run. You could tell Freddie Freeman. I think Freddie Freeman was rounding third, and he was like, I can't remember the scouting report. Does this guy have an arm or not? And then once Barger unleashed it, he was like, yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. What else? There was some other things that we can, like, actionable stuff, right? Like, if they walk Otani and Otani has to face bullpen guys can't keep runners on. And you saw that. You saw Otani when he stole the bag, but he came off the bag, and that's the only reason he was out. If they put him on with nobody there, he's stealing that bag again. So, like, walk over 0.5 walks, stolen base. I don't know if there's correlation to it. Like, that's another combo. And that's what I'm worried about with Schneider. If he intentionally walks him again, it's just like, okay, here's a free double. Especially, I don't know, Kirk hasn't thrown, like, he didn't throw him out yesterday. He came off the bag. Corey Cornerfield saying Varsho started going down, stopped. Then it was the most awkward walk take I've ever seen from Varsho, who did like 2 moves, and that was it. Can
they, like, I didn't play baseball, you coach it. Can an umpire like freeze that and be like, hold on, I didn't say it loud enough. No. It was unclear. No, they can't reverse that at all.
No, he's dumb. Schneider should have gave him way more shit than he did. Schneider just came out and asked, like, talk to him, and the call was terrible, and his delay call on it was brutal. Should have absolutely given.
He can't reverse that at all, though. He can't be like, I didn't yell it loud enough, they didn't hear me, or the umpire can't change that at all. It's just a live play and it just plays out. Do you know? Or
did you ever heard of Missy Elliott? Yeah.
No, I
don't
know.
No, flip it down, reverse.
I know who Missy Elliott is, but we're not going back to yesterday. But
Saturday. No, you can't just say no.
Oh, because I know, like, when I ref basketball, is like, there's moments where you can be like, hold on, like, that was on me. There was an error here, like, type thing. So you can reverse something,
in,
right?
like, in rec baseball. You
Right.
can't do it
Yeah.
in Game 3 of the World Series.
It feels like they didn't know. So like if they didn't, like, you cost them a base because they didn't know, and do you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I feel like the umpires
That was
couldn't
big. You would have had first and
really-
second with none out, and then that double down the line. I think, or a single down the line.
Yeah.
All right, what's
All
my
right.
other play here? I got
I was
Barger
gonna
and
say, let's get
Clement.
some more picks here. So
I know, yeah,
I'm going.
Barger. So I'm on Bichette care. I think that's the angle. I think the best way to bet that is under 1.5 total bases. I know it's got some juice, but find a way to make it. If you don't, maybe Jays plus 2.5 if you want to get that closer to even money. And then you got the lineup today is going to be really interesting. And I think if you wait for the lineup and beat the books, you might be able to find somebody in a great spot. If Ernie Clement comes to the top of the order right now, his like total bases and hits, runs, RBIs is sitting at like 0.5. So I think there's room for guys moving up in this order. I don't know. I'm scared of what Schneider's going to do with this lineup because I don't think he'll do the right thing. I don't think he'll have Ernie up. Ernie needs to go up and Barger needs to go up. Those are the two things, because those are just two of the bats. You just saw it so many times last night. You're like, this lineup fucking sucks. This lineup, it's terrible. Like, you need 3 hits to get a run right now, and it just doesn't in baseball. We don't have a one swing guy outside of Vladdy in that entire lineup last night. So let's go. 2 favorite bats right now. Put them together, plus money. Barger, Clement. I think there's really room for both of these guys to have better spots in the lineup. If Ernie gets in the leadoff spot, which I think he should absolutely be there, he's the best contact hitter on this team, replacing Springer, who has been gutting it out. He has been absolutely swinging his stuff, and it just finally caught up to him. And I don't know if we'll see him again in the series, but the guy has been an absolute unit for the Jays. But these guys got to pick it up today. And Ernie's been the best bat on ball guy. And Barger he has the most power in this lineup behind Vladdy. It's the easiest thing to say. And I think plus 130 for those guys to get a hit, maybe a sack fly. It's a greasy way for plus 130. I really like that play today. And if Ernie's hitting the leadoff spot, it could look a lot better.
You said they only have one swing guy. That's why I'm going Vladimir Guerrero Jr. did home run plus 375. So big one honestly was the weather. I was talking about that with Derek. So it's 89 sunny at Dodger Stadium today. It'll be winds blowing out to right field about 5 miles per hour. You saw multiple home runs last night. That's just not what you typically see in October baseball here. There's not the biggest of edges here. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like plus 350 is the projection. So like the probability gap's actually pretty small here. I just feel like this is a spot. One, he has good numbers against Otani. He's 3 for 8 with a double, a home run, and a walk. So you like that. I'm not entirely sure if Otani, with the leg injury, like what's happening there. Is he even facing Otani? Is it the Dodgers bullpen? If the game gets away to him, do we go to the B relievers because we really need to rest those guys after an 18-inning game? I just feel like there's multiple different angles where maybe you could catch better matchups for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. throughout the game here. So this just feels like it feels like a moment for him, honestly, that we do all these with like projections and stuff like that and numbers. This feels like you're facing Otani. Otani beat your team yesterday. This feels personal. You're facing him as a pitcher. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I felt like he just kind of missed a couple yesterday. So I'm going to take Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to hit home run here, plus 375. I also have an SGP for this game, and it's plus 1241. I used a 30% boost at the score on this one. So I'm on Blue Jays money line. I'm going to go Vladdy to hit a home run. Shane Bieber, 4+ Ks, and Blue Jays over 2.5 runs. So I think if you win whoever wins this game today, I don't think it's going to be a 1-0, 2-0. I think there's going to be more offense just because of what happened yesterday. All these relievers, all these pitchers, you had to use all of them. Like, who's even pitching in these games here? Shane Bieber, the 4+ Ks. Derek was talking about it too. The leash just has to be longer. I know you're down 2-1 in the series. Maybe it's typically a spot where you rush to get to the bullpen if you're in trouble. After what happened yesterday, there's no way you're rushing to the bullpen. You're probably telling him before the game even starts, like, this is on you. You have to go. You have to, like, we don't have the arms for you. Like Hoffman threw 35. Like all these guys threw just a ton of pitches yesterday. Obviously, that the Vlad home run is a straight bet for me. And Blue Jays money line, I like plus what? It's like Bo plus 170. Almost made it a straight bet, but I'm just going to throw into the SGP here. Again, I feel like there might be an edge we catch later. Maybe we find out some Otani news. I don't know. The running to second base where they had to come check on him with his leg. That really stands out to me when you're the starting pitcher. So I'm going to put this all together here, plus 1241.
Okay. I'm digging that. I'm trying to look at the I got to try to see who the Jays have roster spot wise. There's got to be, is there another sneaky pitcher that's not on this roster that?
Yeah, technically they could take George Springer off the roster.
Bring somebody in
and bring someone in. Do they have another starting
Jose
pitcher?
Berrios.
Is he healthy and good? He's just bad.
I don't think. I don't know who
is there anyone that can bring in?
I could pretend to say like I know, but I don't.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find
yeah, no worries. I feel like that's probably they probably will make that move. You brought up Chris Bassett earlier. I feel like they need to throw him more out. Like he looks like someone who doesn't care.
Here's 5 pitches out of Bassett. Thanks, bud. See you later. No, like Bassett's what I wanted for the Lauer role in multiple games. He pitched game 7. He was great. I thought that move was awesome, but like he's the guy who I thought that they should have piggybacked with Scherzer to go deep. We were talking about it yesterday. And then, like you said, and then you don't have to throw all your high leverage arms early. And now they've seen the entire cupboard, like up and down, like not just 3, 4, 5. There's like Kaufman saw the entire lineup last night.
Yeah.
Right. Anthony saw probably 6 batters. He was having some walk issues. Tough run.
It's both ways though, because like the Jays, like Sasaki had to throw 2 innings. Sheehan had to throw 2 innings. So like they were all their guys were throwing, multiple innings too. So that's why I put the over 2.5 runs. I'm like, I feel like if you're winning this game, you're winning this. I feel like it's gonna be a battle of the offenses tonight because you're just gonna let the starting pitchers go. Like you have to go. We have to win this with offense. You have to pitch, 6 innings, whatever. We can't bail you out with relievers. And then I also feel like if one team falls behind, maybe 3-4-0, they probably. I know it's the World Series, but I feel like you almost got to punt the game because you got to get the bullpen back in order for game 5. So
punt the game.
I know you're right, but
Series,
but like, man, after 18 innings, like it's just a unique spot in the lineup there, or in the kind of in the schedule. Like both teams were just absolutely had to tax their bullpen. They said if the Dodgers didn't score, Freddie Freeman doesn't walk that off. They said they're going positional player in the next.
Let's talk about that because I was watching that and the sports and Dan and Buck were talking about it. They're like, reporting saying that Dave Roberts is gonna throw a position player, and I'm like, are you out of your stupid mind right now? There is no chance a position player is coming into that game. That would be the dumbest thing any manager would do. And obviously it didn't come. You saw Yamamoto in the bullpen. I don't know if he was like just stretching or something, but you weren't going to see someone throw. And the Jays didn't even have anybody on the bench to throw. They had to play 18 innings with 0 bench bodies for whenever Heineman went in. So that would have been like the 10th or 9th inning.
Well, when you pinch run for everyone, it kind of ruins your bench.
And that's it, right? And you can say, I didn't know we were going to play an 18-inning game. Well, that's on you, coach.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. The Dodgers could Otani have pitched yesterday? Is that allowed? Like,
I think he would have forfeited
the bat.
Yes.
But he potentially could have went on the mound.
Yes, I'm just making that up, but
I don't know.
But I think that's how it works. I don't know how the DH works. I don't know how the double move works.
I was wondering if they were going to turn to that at some point, but I also don't know. He is probably someone who has like a strong routine or something, and then he just can't jump into the game. Well, didn't he come on the bullpen?
He's fine. Before? He's fine.
Honestly, probably just go there and throw 102 out of nowhere, and then
Kershaw could throw again today too, right? Like
there's guys who could throw again. I just don't think they use the best guy. All the best guys went. They would lose the DH if so. Yeah, I felt like there was something that they would lose there.
Chris, that is my lineup too. I want to see Ernie, Vlad, Barger, Kirk, and if we get that lineup, that SGP, the over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs is fantastic. And I think you might even be able to ladder it to go 0.5 both guys, 1.5 both guys, 2.5 both guys. If you get that, and Reed Phillips saying that parlay is plus 180 at Fanatics, go get it there. That's crazy.
The ladder SGP. We gotta do some more of those. I was looking at those the other day for the NBA. I was like, I feel like everyone does ladders.
Costly when they don't hit. You're like, sugar, here's 2.5 units gone.
I was looking at for the NBA because like everyone does ladders, but nobody does ladder SGPs. And I'm like, I feel like it's the same thing. Like when they hit, they can hit, right? Type thing. So, all right, we'll leave it at that. So we got the Dalton Varsho home run from Derek plus 600. You have the Otani lean on the walks under 1.5 minus 222 or minus 230 was what's there. You're going Bo Bichette under 1.5 total bases minus 145. I got the Vlad home run. You got the Barger Clement 1 plus hit runs RBIs plus 130, and then the SGP at plus 1248. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern for Game 4. Game 5.
They're doing to me in hockey today? Did you see that schedule?
For what?
Hockey.
Oh, they have the every half hour.
Yeah, 16. Everybody's playing today, so yeah, I'm gonna go get a nap and then wait for the morning practices to go, and then I'll have a stack, my best stack for each game today, and I'm gonna try to put a one-shot 16 leg parlay together for each one. Just one shot, 16 games. I don't even know what book offers 16 leg parlays. Like we'll hopefully figure that out.
Nothing like being absolutely exhausted, and then you're like at the NHL slate, and you're like, "Oh, great! There's
15
games."
Guys.
Yeah. There's 15 games. That's always funny when I look at the NBA schedule, and you're like, "Oh, there's 24 teams playing today. It's super." Not the case today. There's only 10 games. I got lucky. 10 teams playing. I got lucky today. But all right, make sure you check out Josh's feed for all the stacks, because obviously there's a huge hockey day today. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern for Game 5 of the World Series. Good luck with your bets, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.